Mike. I am a little confused because there is someone who told me that if I don't work for the Lord, that my faith has no value, while I thought that I am saved by grace and faith in Jesus.
You are absolutely right. We are saved by grace and faith in Jesus, but the Bible does tell us in James 2 verse 26, that as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without deeds is dead.
If I understand, this kind of faith is useless and no longer has life.
If the Bible uses the verb to die, then yes, you are right. A dead faith decomposes every day just as a dead body does. In fact, this whole concept is summarized in the parable of the fig tree in Luke 13 verses 6 to 9. Read this passage carefully and tell me what you think.
I think that the man who planted the fig tree in his vineyard represents God. The fig tree is symbolic of a Christian because we are supposed to bear fruit. The man who took care of the tree represents Jesus because he is our intercessor pleading on our behalf. What I don't understand is what the fertilizer represents.
The fertilizer represents the Word of God. As you can see in verse 7, the owner was angry and commanded that the fig tree be cut down, demanding why should it use up the soil.
What does use up the soil mean? And why did the tree deserve to be cut down?
A tree that uses up the soil is a tree that benefits from the rich ground its roots are planted by, bearing green leaves so that it appears to be alive. The owner of the vine had done everything possible for the fig tree so that it would be well nourished, but after a long period of time, there was still no fruit, so the tree deserved to be cut down so that other trees could grow in that place that would bear fruit.
If that's the case, then why does God tolerate some Christians that bear no fruit in their lives and are ineffective for Him?
Because the caretaker of the vineyard is Jesus, who always lives to make intercession on our behalf, as you can see in verse 8. However, if he remains sterile despite the season of grace extended towards him, he will eventually be cut off, as you can read in verse 9.
So if we were to speak without using parabolic language, what is the danger of being a Christian without fruit while still being alive?
A curse. We live under a curse, and that's why Jesus cursed the fig tree when he found lots of leaves but no fruit in Matthew 21 verses 18 to 19 when he was hungry. Corinne. You need to understand that God is hungry for fruit in our lives, and it's his right to claim them. Faith without works is dead.